Hello fellow subscribers and YouTubers, just thought I would nip on. Been having a little bit of I've had a bit of a brain, what would you call it, a bit of a brain thought earlier in regards to my greenhouse, because basically it's not really holding the heat very well at the minute. It's quite drafty, and you know it's an old greenhouse. It's been sitting there a while, you know, and unfortunately it's got, you know, age cracks and corners missing out the panels and bits and bobs. What I mean by that is obviously things like this, little tiny cracks out the corners of the panel. And if you remember right, I did have a panel just here that was literally in half, which I've luckily replaced because that was lying spare around the side of the shed. But obviously these little cracks here, you know, these little corners out the greenhouses, you know, become quite an issue. A lot of heat you lose from your greenhouse. And obviously that's not the only one I've got. I've got another one on the top panel of the greenhouse, which I believe is a priority to get covered, which I will be doing tonight before I leave. And then I've got, you know, many more. I've got a couple, one just in between the one at the back there that you can just see. And then I also have another one just down here. Now what it was, I was sitting here the other day and I was just having a, you know, just having a little think, and, you know, sitting there thinking, wow, you know, I need to do something to really, you know, pick the heat up in this greenhouse, you know, cover the gaps and things like that. Well, I was thinking of polythene tape and bits and bobs. I thought, nah, it's just going to look messy, too messy for my liking. But as I was sitting there, I spotted that photo frame just there. I just thought to myself, panel of glass inside it. So basically I ended up, you know, dismantling the photo frame, took the panel of glass out of it, which has obviously left me a nice little piece of glass, you know, nice size. Obviously you can get them all photo frames in all different sizes, shapes and whatever else, you know. And basically what come to my head was, you know, I haven't got the money to be going out spending £5 on a panel, which is the cheapest I've managed to find the panels for, basically, especially in and around where I'm from. You know, £5 around about the cheapest, if I'm honest with you. So, you know, I sat there, cleaned the glass up and had a little look at it. Yeah, it's all right. You know, but in a charity shop for a little photo frame like that one there, you'd probably pay, let's just say for the sake of 10p, you know, you're gonna pay 10p for a little old photo frame that the charity shop ideally really just want rid of because they're sick of getting them in. You know, you always know when you go into a charity shop there's a box full of photo frames and you know, like, you know, but let's be honest, we never look at them, we never use them. Well, I'm going to be one of the weirdos in the next couple of days that, you know, start rummaging. Well, basically my budget idea was, like I say, the fact that, you know, £5 a panel, I can't realistically at this moment in time afford to do that. So that, obviously that concept come to me, had a photo frame and the glass and the panel, and charity shops sell them for really cheap. And I thought, you know, just for a temporary fix, nothing, you know, it can be long term if you want to make it long term. You know, depends whether you can stand looking at it at the end of the day. So it's not, you know, it's not using something like this. It's not going to be the prettiest of things, really. You know, you're still going to see the crack. You're still going to see the panels broke. But what my concept basically was obviously you got your panel. Yeah, okay, you're not really going to get the overlap, which I'm not too fussed about if I'm truthful with you. But basically what I'll do, I mean, you can push your panel out slightly and just slot it behind in the frame if you want to. That's entirely your choice. I'm just resting that there right now. I'm not even going to let go of it because it might fall. But, you know, that's basically, like, that's cured the hole. You know, you've got no hole there now. You know, there is a slight draft, but if you want to be really specific with it, you could always silicone a little bit across there if you wanted to. Ideally, if you're going to do this, what I'd do is probably put a slight dab of glue there, a slight dab of glue in each corner just to hold it in place, because, yeah, obviously the previous recording to this, actually, as I was recording it, the whole panel just went, boom, fell off. So, yeah, do glue it in place, you know, and that's rectified an issue now. You know, I've got rid of one of my holes. So tomorrow I'm going to nip down to my local charity shop and pick up another 5 frames. You know, I have a couple of spares, because you honestly never know when one's going to go or when you're going to need one. And, you know, for the likes of 10p, you've saved yourself, like, you know, for, like I say, £5 a panel was cheapest I can find them, so I've saved myself £4.90. You know, I'm, like I say, temporary fix, permanent fix, you know, that's your preference at the end of the day. the only reason I'm doing this is just to show you guys, you know, it doesn't look overly bad. I won't say it's massively noticeable. You know, it might do once you put a few dobs of glue behind it, because you can never get glue that clears, you know, dries clear. You'll always see it, even down to clear silicone, you can still see that. But yeah, that's the concept I've come up with, guys. You know, it's just a little money saving idea for you guys that can't afford to go out and spend, you know, even if you can get the panels for, you know, £2, £3, £4. Some people haven't got that kind of money, you know. I'd rather spend 10p on one of these and just temporary fix it for now, and then maybe next year, you know, when money starts rolling back in and stuff, maybe I'll spend £20 on panels. You know, that's, like I say, £5 is the cheapest I can find, so £20 on panels. But at the moment, I'm saving myself £19.60 by just going to a charity shop, picking up a few photo frames for 10p a piece. You know, let's be honest, the old wooden photo frames, charity shops sell them dirt cheap, don't they? So, but yeah, that's just my idea, guys, just as a little budgeting idea for people if they've got any of these little age cracks and stuff in the greenhouse, of how to cover them. So I don't think sellotape looks very pretty, if I'm honest. But don't forget to leave the video a like, and also if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and check out my channel, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care for now. Bye bye.